What's up, guys? Fishing football. Man, this Tennessee-Alabama game, if you just didn't watch the game and you just look at the score, I mean, this shit was way, way closer than the score looks. Alabama really ran away with it, and it's really because of a few things. Both teams had penalties on both sides, and that's fine. That's expected. But Tennessee just didn't have the depth. I mean, all those transfers last year from all that shit that went on, the NCAA violation, blah, 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 that really just hurt Tennessee so bad. Josh Heupel's, I mean, you got to give this team credit, don't you? I don't care for Tennessee, but I mean, don't you have to kind of give them credit? I mean, they hung with Alabama, and no, Alabama didn't play good. But let's just be real. I mean, if you watch the game, going into the fourth quarter, the Bama fans were sweating bullets. I mean, they were scared shitless that Tennessee even had a chance to win. And then what do you know, late fourth quarter, 3 touchdowns later, they're all smoking cigars in the stands like they had no care in the world. All these Bama fans were worried. I'm just going to be honest with you. And if anybody says they weren't going into the fourth quarter, they're lying to you. But yeah, you got to give Tennessee a little bit of credit, man. I mean, it was a good game going, for about 3 quarters. I mean, it really was. They just ran out of depth. The defense got tired. Tennessee could not get off the field on third down to save their life, and that's how it's always been for them this year. Yeah, they just can't convert that third down and get off the field, and it's just hurting them. Hendon Hooker's playing amazing. Running game not so well, but but that's just, what do you expect? I mean, you lost both your best Russian leaders last year. I mean, Kennedy Brooks and Eric Gray. So, or not Kennedy Brooks, Ty Chandler. But still, I mean, you got to give credit to this team. You got to give credit to Josh Heupel. I mean, they played a good game, and they seem to be getting better every week. That tempo really is kind of working out for them. At the end of the game, it kind of bit them in the ass, but you really see where they're starting to improve. So I just want to give credit to them. A lot of these Bama fans are going to come on here and brag about blowing them out, and they didn't blow them out. I mean, the score showed that they blew them out, but like I said, 3 quarters, it was a 1-score game, so I just want to say that. I mean, I can't jump on here and not give them credit when it's due. But anyway, and then, I mean, you look at last week, I mean, they're throwing mustard bottles on the fucking field, and it's just kind of disgusting how the fans acted and all that. So, I was rooting for them last week against Ole Miss too. And then at the end of the game, I'm like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, y'all don't deserve this. And then, I found myself in the same position today. I'm kind of rooting for them. They're playing good. They're playing an elite Alabama team. Not elite, but, Alabama's just elite all around for the most part usually. I mean, they're always just a good team. So, just for Tennessee to play Alabama that close, Tennessee's 0-14 against Alabama since Nick Saban got there. So, for it to play that close, you just got to kind of give credit. I'm not taking anything away from Alabama. Like I said, penalties on both sides, so they both played horrible. But just kind of want to give my thoughts on it because, you really look at the game. And like I said, I was kind of hoping Tennessee would win last week, and then I changed my mind. Find myself rooting for them again, and then, they blew it. But like I said, it's just a depth thing. And I mean, the coaching staff's doing pretty good. So we'll see where it goes from here, man. I mean, they need a few years to really turn it around and to even beat a team like this. But all the Bama fans bragging, man. All you were sweating at the end of the third quarter, and don't fucking lie and say you weren't. So I just had to straighten that out because I know they're going to come on and brag, anywhere they can. So we'll see you, man.